Everybody, hello, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Jokes Explained Live, special Valentine's Day episode, What's a Girl to Do? So excited to share this romantic television show, well, YouTube sitcom with you guys. How's everybody doing today? Are we feeling romantic? Are we feeling, we're excited to see how it's going to be for Janet here. Is she going to find love? Age-appropriate love? Not a chance. But maybe someone 30, 40 years younger than her might catch her eye. Thanks all for joining me today. As you know, I'm basically back from a long trip here. I don't know if I can see I'll just check the old... There we go. Yeah, the chat has disconnected from Social Stream Ninja, which is very unfortunate, but it's let me just see here. Oh, I'll copy this link. Maybe I'll put it there we go. What is happening here? It failed just before just before the stream. I basically started the countdown. Social Stream Ninja shut down at the same time. I've also have the what has happened is that the hotkeys, there was an update for Chrome, so all the hotkeys I use for the stream are now switching between all the tabs on my Chrome browser as well. So it's already a great start. I'm gonna just open up the YouTube chat here. I wish I had Brian on a laptop computer within 5 feet of me, just scrambling to fix all this stuff, because it does tend to cataclysmically collapse just as I start the stream every single time. Let's see here. I've got the YouTube chat. I just want to make sure that there's a chat on the stream, because we also had and it's funny too, because it shows me on the live stream that I'm looking at on YouTube. It still shows the countdown screen. I can see the chat now. Here we go. We're doing great. Feeling romantic. Technicolor Giallo. Feeling romantic today. Lots of loves. Lots of hearts. All horned up and ready to be explained to. Wow. Well, I mean, do whatever you need to do in the privacy of your home. If you did some gay stuff, that would be very funny. As we know, that is a very funny thing to do. I'm gonna walk us through me trying to fix this problem right now. I'm gonna close all my Chrome browsers and I'm gonna reopen them again, and we're gonna see what happens here, because this is an absolute disaster. Closing all Chromes. I'm gonna open up this window. I'm going to get What's the Girl to Do. Now, another thing that happened, we were checking out What's a Girl to Do, and as you know, I'm a big fan of the show, and I was super excited to do episode 2. Tried to find them on YouTube. Looks like we've just got a bunch of previews until episode 7. The only other, I don't know why Janet seemed to have wiped the internet clean of this show, especially with Valentine's Day coming out. You think that would be a huge viewer base for her. But all the episodes are gone, except for episode 7. Episode 7 is 58 minutes long, but I think we should watch all the previews leading up to episode 7, because we need to know the context. We need to know what's going on. We need to know, you don't want to just jump into the middle of the show. You need to know all the plot points that are happening here. So you go back here. I'm gonna open up What's the Girl to Do. What's the Girl to Do? It's funny that it doesn't autocomplete, even though I've typed this in so many times. Episode 2 preview. And then I'm going to get... This is going to be what we've got on the next screen here. Let me just make sure this is what we're looking at in the window here. If I go to in the next screen here. Oops. What a disaster. This is actually what's happening in the next thing too. So I have to click on my Twitch stream, and then I can do this. So I just have to remember There we go. Okay, what's a girl to do? And then we've got, we'll go back here so you don't see the disaster. I'm going to go open up the YouTube, the live stream here, so I can see that, and we can get the chat going in the social stream ninja. Open that up. Beautiful. And then I'm going to get the Twitch stream going as well to our Twitch channel. And we'll see if this is in any way working. Doesn't look like it. It's funny, you know, I think if I figure out the stream, this is my strategy. I'm just going to leave the stream on 24 hours a day so I never have to restart a stream ever again. Settings, let's go to my stream manager. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, Twitch isn't really as important. At least I can see you guys now. There we go. I can see this. Social stream ninja. I'm going to turn that on again. Oh, did it work? Oh, there we go. I saw a new chat. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're online for YouTube. For the YouTube chat. Now I can read you guys because you guys on the dashboard. I always struggle with your jokes until your channel came along. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I could explain this stuff. Again, this show, What's a Girl to Do? You know, not a huge reception online for some reason. Don't know why. It's very, very funny. Loved watching Jeff. Now that I can read the chat, this is so much more entertaining for me and probably for you guys. So thank you all for being here. I'm just gonna right away. I think we should just check out preview number 2. We got to blast through all these episodes, and then you'll never believe where I found episode 7 for this show. It was on Rumble. Yeah. It turns out, and I haven't visited Rumble a lot, but Rumble actually has a huge collection of all of my favorite comedians and comedy shows. So Tanner Johnson, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sorry for the struggle. I don't, you know, I spend about an hour. I wish you guys could see that. Maybe I should do a pre-stream because it's me patiently getting everything perfect. And everything is all nicely laid out. You know, I've got my feet are in a hot water bath right now, bubbling. The hot water's perfect. I've got all my widgets are stationed. My dashboard is up. I've tested everything to make sure it works. And as soon as I click start the stream, I gotta check out the hotkeys that I got. Maybe I just have to get one of those stream decks, even though they're super expensive. Because I got everything's bound to my numpad right now, but it turns out Chrome is also driven by numpad controls. Super cool of Google. I don't know if you guys wake up to a new Google. I love when my phone updates and it doesn't work like it used to. It's one of my favorite things. It's like a funny joke that Google does. It always makes me have a big laugh when my phone updates and then it just doesn't work anymore. And I think that's super funny because normally my phone would work, but it is funnier when I'm struggling. Myles, you're rich. You can afford it. I mean, you guys can see behind me. You can see the opulence. This is my actual living quarters. I don't have a green screen up this time. I have this is the power of Japanese technology I was talking about. I've got a Panasonic GH4 staring at me right now, so you guys can see. If there's any medical experts in the chat, if you guys can just take a good look at my skin and my eyes and tell me if I've got any diseases that I don't know about, please let me know. And I'll get to the doctor right away. I think I do look a bit healthier than on the webcam, but maybe that's wishful thinking. Again, if you guys are like RFK Junior and you have a real background in medicine, please let me know. Adam already says looks like AIDS, bit pale. Yeah, I have considered this. I'll look into my medical situation as we go on through the weeks. I should tell you guys a little bit about Japan, maybe as a warning, because I was there for 3 weeks. I was brought there by a comedy club in Osaka called ROR Comedy. And I guess the guys who run the place, they're having a real problem with their jokes, and people weren't understanding their jokes. So they brought me there, and I made sure that if the audience didn't laugh, I could just explain why they were funny. And it was a huge success. The audience really appreciated having the jokes explained, so they all understood. Honestly, the biggest barrier, I think, was the language. Most people in Japan speak Japanese. For some reason, I mean, it's 2025. You'd think at this point everyone would speak English, but here we are. Yeah, look at that. Thank you, Brian. A little ROR comedy plug there. But hey, Lamp is late. You know what? Am I the only live stream that starts on time under duress? Maybe that's why live streams start late, is because it's a disaster. And they're just struggling with all the Chrome issues. I got a lot of Chrome updates since the last time I streamed. I think that's why I got to stream more, just because the whole thing is different every time. But yes, Japan is a really interesting place. Huge language barrier. The first time I went out of the place I was staying, and I just tried to get some chicken strips, because that's what I usually eat when I'm abroad or domestically. And I don't know what the word for chicken strips in Japanese. So I just didn't eat anything for 3 weeks. I didn't want to, try and deal with the locals. So I just I stayed in place. I sheltered in place. I ate whatever was left in my suitcase. I had a granola bar. I portioned it out over 3 weeks, and then I came home. So I wouldn't recommend Japan. It wasn't really that fun, because I didn't really go outside because of the threat of speaking Japanese. So maybe if I were you guys, I'd visit Austin. I'd visit LA. I would visit, places where there's good comedy and everyone speaks English. Maybe check out Florida. You're gonna have a better time there. You guys are going to Lamp's going to Japan in April. Wow. Well, check out ROR Comedy Club and tell them I sent you. Those guys are big fans of the joke explainer. Kitty Callisti, all the way in London. Cheerio. They speak English pretty well in England. I think they're starting to learn that language more proficiently. They've definitely got a lot better over the last couple of years. Red Deer, Alberta. Not sure where that is. Is that in? Sounds like a Canadian name. Canada has a lot of deer. Didn't know they were red. Thanks so much for letting us know. The chat has a lag. I bet it does. I mean, if it's the least it's the least of the technical problems. If it becomes too much of a disaster, I'll switch back to the YouTube chat. I just wanted to include Twitch in this just in case, even though it's probably fine that we don't have Twitch, because I don't think they're watching or caring. They're all watching one of the big Twitch streamers. Who's a big Twitch streamer these days? I don't think Ninja's as big as he is. Is he still big? Is he still doing Fortnite? People still playing that game? I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. I want to watch this preview. So we're going to watch a What's a Girl to Do preview of episode 2. This is called episode The Letter. It's only 2 minutes long, but I think we'll figure out what's going on in this episode. Nobody here on this show speaks Japanese. Everyone here is oh, there we go. That didn't work. Oh, because of the hotkeys thing. You guys can screen cap that and see all my personal information later. Basically, look. What do you guys think of the new camera? By the way, do you prefer the green screen? Do you prefer me glitching out a little bit? Let me know in the chat, and I'll. In fact, Brian, if you're pro, maybe you get a little poll going, and if we like green screen or no green screen. But I do feel like I look warmer, and you can't really see the syphilis that's ravaging my body quite as severely. Okay, What's a Girl to Do? Episode 2, The Letter. I think we're going to have a little bit of the intro music here, but let's take it away.
Nice job, kid. You may become one of our most valuable employees.
Thanks. I mean, it's just a first.
Whoa! New look for Jeff. He's got short hair now. He's very corporate. That's unexpected. He was a pretty wild guy in the first episode. So he's had there's a bit of a shift for Jeff here. And I think he's got some blonde highlights in there. This is a very different direction.
Jan, take a look at this. You can make it even better.
If you think she can help.
Oh, and Jan.
Oh, so a little bit of conflict. Jeff is becoming more corporate. That's very funny. You wouldn't expect that from him. You'd expect him to put his feet up on the chair and roast Janet, but he seems to be imposing a little bit on Janet's personal space here at work.
And I'm not going to be able to make the Hope Gala on Friday. I need you to present the check for Faith for the Nation this year.
Well, I wasn't necessarily going to be going this year because...
What Janet's trying to say is that her ex-boyfriend took her ticket so he could take his beautiful new girlfriend.
I am happy to do it.
Wow, Jeff dropping all of Janet's personal info, just throwing her under the bus here. What a shift. I really liked Jeff in the first episode, and look at the expression in his eyes. He has pure homicide on the mind for Janet. Very bizarre. Here, I'll crank the volume here.
You broke up with Jack?
Actually, no, he broke up with her.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought he was a nice guy.
I didn't think much of him.
What do you say we all get back to work?
Good
Great.
idea.
What about now? I'll wait for the lag in the chat. I can crank it to all the way to the top. Does it make a difference? I'll wait for the response here. It just has to go through. It goes through YouTube, then it goes through OBS, then it goes through Social Stream Ninja, then there's a bit of data gathered for ads. I mean, it's figuring out what you guys are all about, and then it goes back to OBS, back to YouTube, back to Social Stream, then it goes to the dashboard here so I can read it. Is it better though? Is it better? I'll wait. Great sound now. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Excellent. I like this guy. I like the boss. I like that he's still at work even after all these decades. I assume he founded this company with the Wright brothers.
Can you have those changes on my desk by this afternoon?
Not a chance.
You're the boss.
Your neighbor seems like a real gem.
He's a good guy. He just needs some interpersonal skills.
For starters.
That's for sure.
Hey, Laura. You got any messages for me?
No, but give these to Janet.
Hey, what were you thinking in there?
Well, I was just trying to help.
Oh shit. This is a preview, guys. This is a key scene here.
Oh, yeah, I've been making sure everybody knows I was dumped. Well, you take all the credit for my letter. Don't do me any more favors.
Okay. Hey, but can you still have the changes on my desk by this afternoon?
Do you ever think about anyone other than yourself?
Sure. I'm always thinking about what others can do for me.
Go anywhere.
Oh man, that's a banger joke there. So Jeff is really full of himself, and he says it just in that phrase. Do you ever think of yourself? She says, and he says, I'm always thinking of what other people can do for me. So Jeff has completely changed into like a corporate psychopath, and I didn't see this coming, guys. This is wild. This is some dramatic developments in this show. I thought this was just a straight, just rip-roaring romp of a comedy, but I guess there's some moral lessons here. So Jeff has taken a hard turn to corporate in episode 2 here.
That's no way to treat the most valuable employee. Oh, I've got your messages. Oh. Message, Michael.
God, I love this theme song so much. But okay, so episode 2, Jeff goes crazy corporate. Let's see what episode 3 is. Here we go.
The Bible looks like it.
That was right in the middle there.
No one's ever gotten me a Bible before.
Well, it's about time.
No one's ever got me a Bible before. That's so funny. I mean, we all have Bibles, right, guys? We all have Bibles. I expect, you know, followers of this channel are also followers of Jesus, and you know, you usually get your own Bible when you're born or on your at least first or second birthday. Jeff had never had a Bible. That's very funny. That's such a ridiculous thing.
You like it?
I love it. This is like so much better than the one I stole from the hotel.
Okay, that's a little tiny little joke about hotels all have little Bibles in them, because a lot of people in hotels are very, very sad, and they want some sort of guidance in their life, especially if you're in like a Motel 6. A lot of the time you're there because you're considering, you know, harming yourself in some way. And it's good just to have a little Bible there, just to remind yourself that, you know, there is a plan for you and to stay alive, because I mean, they're coming out with more episodes of What's a Girl to Do all the time. So I have 2 Bibles inside me right now. 2 Bibles. The King James, and yeah, I mean, I read it in the original Hebrew. Which is a very funny language, and then I learned it in English. Man, Jeff is a bit of a lost soul here. Let's see. I hope he figures it out in episode 3 here.
Well, Jeff's here again.
Michael, nice of you to make an appearance.
Look at his shirt. His shirt says allegedly. That's funny because it's a very open. You don't allegedly what? It leaves you asking. It's a very open-ended shirt. This is very not common on a t-shirt. That's very funny.
Jeff was actually just leaving.
Good night.
Oh, look at that guy's arms. God, he's got some good veins.
Pick you up tomorrow morning, same time.
You know, it's 24/7 with you two, isn't it? That is not good, Janet. Come on, you're leading the poor guy on. Everyone can see he has a huge crush on you.
Everyone can see he has a huge crush on every girl in America, right? That's just how he is. He's harmless.
Well, I don't like you seeing him every night and day. Come here.
You see Jeff spying there? That's a little bit of wacky Jeff we remember. That's a funny position. Jeff is actually wearing the new Chris D'Elia merch. Funny joke, Tanner. Funny joke. Making fun of Chris D'Elia's allegations. You know, that you know, we don't want to hate too much on Chris on this channel, right? We love his humor, and he's a very good and funny comedian. We all have a crush on Janet. I agree.
I have missed you.
Yeah, I missed you.
Oh! I'm so sorry. So sorry. I forgot my present. Janet just buys me gifts. A lot. Unless you two want to get into the Word with me. No? No, Michael doesn't get into the Word.
So look at this framing. This is really creative framing. He's got, so there's so much detail on how they shoot this show. This is like a Paul Thomas Anderson, Martin Scorsese thing. Look at, so we've got Janet and her super hunky boyfriend here on the couch. Jeff, who is wacky but also kind of an evil corporate guy now, is standing next to a sign that says, "With God, all things are possible." So your eye is drawn to that and Jeff at the same time. So you're thinking it's still possible for Jeff to consummate his love with Janet here. A lot of guys fighting over Janet. She must be having a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'll pray for it.
The Bible looks like it's brand new. It doesn't even seem like it's been opened.
Well, when you keep wearing them out, you gotta keep getting new.
Keep reading, Joe.
You'll figure it out. Turn in your Bibles to Luke 6:31. That's in the New Testify. Gail?
The New Testified. So that's not the name. It's the New Testament. Wacky Jeff is still here, and he's still doing funny jokes.
Would you read it for us, please?
Do to others as you would like them to do to you.
That's right. And I like it when people get me donuts. So when it's your turn to lead the lesson, I know you're going to want to buy me donuts. Well, what kind of donuts does Jeff like? I mean, there's so many kinds. It's going to be hard for you to remember. So with that in mind, I wanted to make it easy for you. A whole box of my favorite chocolate cream filled donuts so you wouldn't forget. You're welcome.
No jelly?
Wow. So Jeff is Machiavellian. He's a corporate climber. Not only is he bringing donuts for the work staff there to bribe them and butter them up a little bit and get them to like Jeff, they're also cream filled, which is a very sexual donut filling to have around Janet. So he's trying to suggest to Janet, you know, I could do some things to you if you were into that. What a saucy show. Not expecting that from this show, but quite sexually explicit. She needs someone around to help when she falls in the shower so she doesn't have a family. Very smart. Lamp reading deep into Janet's personal life and her current situation. That is a bleak assessment of Janet's life, but it does make you think because it's probably accurate. So, Lamp, I hope you're doing okay. That's a very dark thought to have.
No glazed.
I'm thinking of a verse right now. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth.
You said verse. You meant saying.
That's what I'm saying. Joe, what do you think about that?
What do you mean, what do I think?
The golden rule, Joe. Come on, keep up.
Gil already said it.
Jesus is the one who actually said it. Dude, that's the problem. People and rulers don't give credit where credit is due. That is also found outside the Bible. You're gonna find this hard to believe, but that was my first time leading Bible study.
You don't say.
I know, right?
Wow, Jeff's no good at the Bible. That's a very funny situation. He's trying to pretend to like the Bible when he doesn't know anything about the Bible because he doesn't read the Bible because all he cares about is the shareholders. We've all been in that situation, you know, where you pretend to like comic books in front of your comic book friends and then they just roast you. It's the same thing if you're gathered with a group of octogenarians and you try to pretend that you like the Bible in front of them and then they just dunk on you. Hey, how do you say your name? Xiao Bento. You're great. Keep it going. £2 donation. I need to learn how to pronounce your name. I would look it up on Google Translate right now, but I feel like it would collapse this stream as we know it. So all I'm going to say is thank you so much for donating. We're hopefully going to pay off this camera soon. We've got a beautiful image now, thanks to people like you who donate to the channel. So thank you so much. I'm so glad you're a fan of the channel. I'm so glad you're a fan of What's a Girl to Do. Happy Valentine's Day. Again, this is why I need Brian in my earpiece. Okay, that was episode 3. So the progression has become, we've gone to Jeff is still corporate climbing, pretending to know the Bible, bit of a fraud, and he seems to have a bit of a thing for Janet. Let's check it out.
The band Phil Collins was in.
Genesis.
Yes.
First book of the Bible. That's
Yes.
what I would have said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We make a pretty good team, don't we?
Jeff with the wacky shirt yet again. 5 out of 4 people struggle with math. I mean, that's a perfect joke because, 5 out of 4 doesn't make sense as a ratio. And then it says struggle with math. So it's almost like he's pretending to be good at math, but in fact the evidence on the shirt suggests he's not good at math at all. So just already a banger, and he hasn't even said anything yet. So he's quite a laid back guy, still out of the office. It's when he goes to the office he becomes like a real vicious corporate sleazebag. But out of the office, he's still fun, Jeff, and he's starting to learn the Bible a little bit. Yeah, Matthew McNeil says, time to quit, Myles. Jeff got you beat. I would never suggest to be funnier than Jeff. I mean, even you guys are super funny in the chat. I know you guys are all big comedy fans, but if you ever try to be funnier than Jeff, I think that's a bit high of a goal. I think you should start a bit lower than that and maybe work your way up to Jeff. I mean, Jeff has been doing this for decades. Janet seems to really like this muscle guy, though. I think, look at the eye lines here. Jeff looking at the back of Janet, deeply in love, but Janet wants this guy's veins wrapped around her tonight. A lot of tension in this scene.
You doing okay?
Yeah, we do okay.
Cool. Hey, $20 says I can double your score.
You're on, pal.
Okay.
Okay.
Triple it, I'm in.
Quadruple.
Someone saying, where's Waldo? Yes, quite the outfit of this Venetian gondola man who has intercepted their party. I don't remember if you remember him from the first episode. He was one of the hardest partiers at the big Christian party where they cracked open like a dozen bottles of Dr. Pepper and just went to town.
I'm in.
Quintuple it and I'm in.
Wes, it's not part of the game. Right?
What's wrong? Are you scared, Jeffy? I mean, to not take Wesley's suggestion would be to dishonor the guest of honor. Who does that?
Okay, I pick Janet.
Jeff.
It's okay. Don't worry. We got this.
Michael, can you come outside and take a look at my car? My oil light keeps coming on.
We really could use you for that last round.
Don't worry. You're gonna win. I got a present for you.
Oh, I'll get the door for you.
Uh-oh.
Go! And Trump's going to
Make America great.
Wow, this is a preview. They're showing the whole episode, guys. You see that? I don't remember the name of the muscle guy, but he is going behind Janet's back. He's playing the whole Bible community in this show. God. I mean, yeah, Dave says swingers. I mean, this could be a swingers party. That would be if episode 7 was just full HBO. These people are just splayed out naked on the floor here. That would be a huge twist. That would be a very funny joke. Dave, you've got a good comedy mind. You should do stand up or maybe not stand up because stand up is it's for only a few people, but maybe you could do like improv.
Liza said that because she watches fake news.
She's getting with
CNN.
Whose viewers are
Captive travelers at airports.
something you have me do every day when you lose it.
Call my cell phone.
But sometimes.
Not every day.
Sometimes.
Twice a day.
Yes. The man you want to marry.
Jack Lauer.
Yes. Secret crush.
I don't really have.
Congressman.
Louis Goldberg.
The two people who know you best at the party.
Mom.
Congressman Louis Gohmert. What a pull. It's a very specific little name comedy in here. If you guys know Louis Gohmert, let me know which congressman he is.
Lori.
Who knows you the very best?
Jeff.
Yes, I do, baby. I think
He got a cheek kiss. Wow. In the Christian community, a cheek kiss is referred to as third base. So, wow, Jeff, this is the advantage of being funny. This is if you're one of the 250 best comedians like Jeff is, and you're funny, you're kind of irresistible to the girls. Like, this guy's got big arms, but Jeff has a funny shirt, and women fall for that. Advice for you guys.
we Make a great team.
Look, I know what you're doing. It's not gonna work.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then you can only imagine how happy I was to hear you announce that you and Janet are just friends. So you could use Janet's party at Janet's house to hit on Janet's guest.
I wasn't hitting on Janet's guest.
She a good kisser, Mikey? Yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh.
And you're wondering,
Dude, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
if I'm gonna tell Janet. Take a look at that empty wall of yours and ask yourself, do you really think there's any secret Janet and I keep from each other? See you in church, Mikey?
Oh, cold. See you in church. Whoa. Hard cut to the what's a girl to do. This show is getting dark. It started out as such a funny comedy, but now we're throwing out congressmen. We got Jeff gonna fight muscle guy, maybe in church. This is taking a huge turn for the dramatic. Episode 4. Okay, episode 5. Let's check it out.
My, that's
Hard
quite
cut
a
from
plate
the
of
theme there.
dessert.
Oh, I brought it to share. Hank says the peach cobbler is
Janet's friends are quite a bit older than she is, but she insists on dating much younger men, which I think is a really interesting dynamic. Of course, solid content. We're watching a sitcom that isn't being made by people with a godless worldview. Yes. That's exactly what this is. This is a pure sitcom. Well, but anyway, I love Janet's friend group. I don't know if you guys hang out with people that are 2, 3, 4 generations older than you are. I mean, I've got some older friends for sure. And I value them for their wisdom. Solid content is one of them. He's much, much older than me. But I think he's cool and he's got a lot of wisdom, and he tells me about what it was like before automobiles and stuff. But having a whole friend group that's older than you is quite interesting. Maybe they've known each other for a long time. I guess maybe it's a church thing.
as good as his mother used to make.
Well, nothing tastes as good as thin.
Thin mints? Those are great. Does the buffet have
No,
them?
dear, it's a saying. Nothing tastes as good as thin.
Well, I've never heard that before.
Nice.
Of course you haven't.
Of course. Thanks, Mom.
What a
They're
bitch.
delicious.
What a bitch.
You know, it tastes so much better than thin.
If they taste like that, it's worth being fat. That'll impress them at the club.
Excuse me, ma'am. It's a 10-pound minimum here. Those are for the children.
Oh, wow. Ah, Janet, that's not a big enough weight. That's a funny amount of weight. So that kind of it's just a silly image. You know, normally you work out with a large amount of weight. You know, like I go to the gym and I pick up, I could bench 35, 40 pounds easy. Janet's got this tiny little weight, which looks very funny. And this big bald guy, this comes up and he's just a total dick. He doesn't know what's wrong with Janet. You know, maybe she's end stages of syphilis and it can be hard to lift things. But no, she's just minding her own business. 10-pound minimum. What a crazy gym. This is a wacky place.
Sorry.
You're kidding me.
Ha ha ha! Your secret stash. I knew it.
That happens to be my
Look at that.
post-workout reward.
Oh, really?
Will you hand me that, please?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's that for a
fine.
workout? Huh? Hey, what is our goal? Fat Janet?
He's so goofy.
Skinny Janet. Fat Janet, skinny Janet.
Skinny Janet.
That's
do you guys, when you go through your life, do you just like go through it normally, or are you guys super goofy the whole time? Because I don't know. I might be, I go through my life pretty boring. I mean, maybe that's why I'm a professional joke explainer, but I would never think to do all these funny things that Jeff does. You know, I probably wouldn't hang out with my friend as much as Jeff hangs out with Janet. Yeah, it's a lot of socializing, but I don't know. He's just he's a different kind of guy. I need to read this shirt.
That's right. Good girl.
Ladies, you're looking amazing. Good work. Good work. There you go, all the way down. You again? Get your hands off your quads. Come on, get lower. Get lower. All the way down.
This guy's a dick.
All the way down. Let's go. All the way down. Oh, jeez. Maybe you should think about trying another class.
Oh! We'll go get some chocolate. You'll feel better.
I don't even like you right now.
I know. But we'll just get you like a chocolate chunk brownie. Huh? You like those? That double fudge milkshake? That's yummy. Huh? Yeah, good girl.
Wow.
Kind of surprised to see you.
That's some aggressive flirting from Jeff. So Jeff has kind of a weird master plan here where he becomes her boss, and then he can then seduce her from a position of power. This is like, Jeff is so funny that I sympathize with Jeff, but he's acting like a complete sociopath now. I never thought of that as a strategy. He's got his pink work shirt on. He's trying to climb the ladder to get above Janet so he can seduce Janet as her boss, so she has no way to say no. That's some evil shit. And Jeff should read that Bible.
You here with our group, though?
Yeah, it's the only time slot I had open.
Well, don't worry, kid. We ain't gonna cover
Love this song.
All right, why don't we get started? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
A little bit of Glenn Miller.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
Very nice.
And you.
Yeah, Janet's never gonna find a stud in that group. She needs guys that are in their early 30s, late 20s minimum.
Love strawberries.
Thank you. Hey, Rockstar.
Hi, gorgeous. We missed you on Wednesday.
Well, maybe next week.
Save me a dance.
Wherever you go, everybody knows you and everybody loves you.
No, not everywhere.
Yes. One dance. Come on. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Oh, same
3,
song.
4.
Hell yeah. This is crazier than the party episode. Poor Phil
She's the belle of the
Redbacher.
ball. Get her back, Jackie.
Does remind me of that guy.
I've learned that it's not all about what you don't have. Sometimes it's about enjoying where you are right now and the people God has put right in front of you.
You guys, I am sacrificing my eardrums for you on this stream. I'm very appreciative of you guys, but every time this "What's a Girl" transition at the end hits, I can feel the tinnitus growing. Okay, so that was episode 5. This is the last preview coming up before episode 6. So keep track of where the story's going. Jeff is going through a real Walter White transformation from a lovable family man we loved before to kind of a sociopathic corporate climber, sex obsessed with his best friend. This is really taking a huge turn that I was not expecting here. Episode 6, Freedom. Last one.
That's it.
And then we're on
Congress
to the real
can't
episode.
prohibit the free exercise of religion.
Oh shit! So she's doing some political activism here in her spare time, which we all do, right? You got to make sure that people adhere to the verses of the Bible.
Hey, Laura.
Bad news.
I just found out that you're not just debating one guy, you're debating two. And these people are Marxists. I mean, the host probably is too. I'm still checking on him.
Your whole religion offends me.
Oh, she's got to debate old Marxists. I've had this nightmare before. This is crazy. What a show for the time we live in. Oh, wow. Could you imagine? You're just trying to live a good Christian life, and then you got to go on TV and debate a fucking I hate to swear, but the anger that I get filled with the thought of an equitable society, I just, God, parasites everywhere. I hate to do this to you guys, but we had a nice $2 donation earlier from a true capitalist, and we've got all these ungrateful fucking parasites watching this stream for free, and it just makes me so mad. All right, let's see her fucking take down these complete lib cucks. Yeah. Oh, gross.
Here's a news flash. I've read the Constitution, and there's no right to be an unoffended listener in it.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Oh my God, that's such a liberal thing to say. That's so funny, dude. Have you ever hung out with a liberal? They always say I'm offended, no matter what you do. It's like I pulled my penis out as a joke. Lighten up. God damn.
So? Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, we were talking about Janet's need to tone down her inflammatory rhetoric.
I was offended before the break, and I am offended now.
I was also...
Oh, this is hard to watch. I fucking hate these people so much.
also offended during the break.
If the freedom of speech offends you, you should take that up with our founding fathers.
They're dead.
Yeah, they died defending our freedom of speech and our freedom of religion. And I, for one, am not about to let them die in vain.
I am so...
Oh, let me guess. You're offended? We will not remain silent so that you can remain comfortable. In fact, if you're not willing to bow to the speech bullies, call for your Freedom Action Kit at 555-2ACT.
No. Now I'm offended. Let me remind everyone.
So she's got this is a great debate tactic when you're with Marxists, because they're such weaselly little freaks. It's generally good to just shut down and send people to the correct website. Don't even engage with them. Just send them to the right source of information, because they're clearly misinformed. So don't. If you're debating a Marxist, don't debate them. Just make sure the crowd knows where they can find the truth. Cursing user, what a pronounceable name. Thank you so much for your donation. $5. We got a real freedom-loving capitalist here in the chat. Not leeching off this stream for free. Really supporting us. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for making sure everybody else in this stream has their life paid for by you working so hard. Thank you so much, man. Means a lot. And God bless. Janet's just owning these freaks. Let's see how she does.
This is non-commercial programming.
Paid for with our tax dollars. If people want something to be offended about, there's a good place to start.
Freedom Action Kit. Hold, please. Yeah!
Of course.
Oh, and they're getting inundated by phone calls. Look at these guys. Inundated by phone calls immediately because people want to hear the truth. They're annoyed by the Marxists like all of us. Brock Lichty, thank you so much for your donation. Look at this. We have another real capitalist. We have a mover and shaker, a free speech warrior. Thank you so much for supporting the rest of the chat with your generous donation. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot. We're learning a lot together.
Freedom Action Kit, sir. are awesome.
No, I can't tell you what's in.
Freedom action kits. That's what we need to sell on the Joke Explainer show. We need to be, after Jokes Explained, I should sell a Freedom action kit or like a funny pamphlet so people can spot good comedians. Solid content, really going after the production quality of this show, which isn't really fair. You know, they're working with the limited budget of the Heritage Foundation, so they can only afford so many cameras. They're working. It's mostly the what carries the show, honestly, is the quality of the jokes, the story, and the humor. You don't need good production value if what you're filming is pure gold. I mean, this could be a play, and I would be floored. Brock Lichty, I pronounced your name correctly. I'm so glad.
In it? I have no idea how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, we'll get one sent right out to you. Hold, please.
People don't sit like this. Jeff is just unbelievable. He's still got big comedy chops from his old character, even as he's transitioning into this sort of El Chapo style Machiavellian instigator.
Oh, as soon as I figure out what it is.
Who authorized Freedom Action Kit?
I think I know.
Shay Teely, thank you so much for donating to the stream. Another capitalist, industrialist, hard-working American. Keep making sure that this stream is supported. You guys, give them a shout out. Thank you, Shay, for working so hard to make sure that all the rest of these viewers are supported in their lazy lifestyles that they lead.
Glenda, sorry, this is Janet. Janet, this is Glenda, my mother's best friend.
Ah, so nice to meet you. So you saw the show, huh?
Meeting his mother's best friend. I want to see the mother. This relationship is still progressing even after Jeff saw this guy hitting on that woman aggressively in the parking lot. This guy's just piping everyone in the Christian community. Do not trust him.
I saw it. Yes. Good luck, Michael. This one is quite the handful.
What can I do to make it up to you?
You could dial the activism down to about 5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Extremism in defense of liberty is no vice.
What did she?
Amen. You know what? It is. Extremism in defense of liberty is no vice. I'm going to get that. That's some merch we're going to be selling. T-shirts with that on there. Look at these flags. Janet has some core beliefs, and she is exercising her rights. Love this woman. I hope she finds a good man on this Valentine's Day.
You say?
The Statue of Liberty and my Aunt Me vice.
Your gray sweater really brings out your colorful personality.
It's not gray, it's charcoal.
Whoa!
Charcoal. Just like her heart.
Wow, Jeff hitting on other women at the office. This is a classic trick, right? To make Janet jealous. Jeff is starting to hit on other women in front of Janet to make her. This is such a romance story. I don't know if you guys have ever done this before as a trick to lure. Lure is the wrong word. Seduce a person you've been interested in. I definitely did that for sure. There's a girl I liked, and so I just dated everyone around her, and went through her whole family, and then she moved away. But I tried. All right, that was the last preview. We're on to episode 7 now, so let's get to Rumble here. And let's get to what's a girl to do. I'm gonna let you guys see all my browser stuff because I trust you. I don't think there's anything you can steal from me here, but if you guys took it, I wouldn't mind. Okay. Episode 7. There it is. 58 minutes long. What time is it now? 3 p.m. We'll see if we can get through. I'd love to get through all of it today, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. I'll crank the volume up for you guys. Here we go. I'm so excited. So Jeff trying some new tactics. He's still funny, but also kind of evil. Janet really embracing her religious fervor. This is going to be a good one. And it's at the core going to be very funny.
What's a girl to do when I'm alone and feeling blue? Crying in my pillow doesn't get me anywhere. What's a girl to say when I can't go?
Queenan, thank you for your hard work teaching us about comedy. Thank you so much for donating, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Again, thank you for supporting all the rest of our chat in their welfare lifestyle. I hope that they could find jobs one day, because as of right now, I'm looking at hopefully their benefits getting cut. Solid content. I'm rich and I want you all to know that. Oh wow. You can tell by his camera knowledge that he's got a lot of camera equipment. And so yeah, solid content. Thanks so much, man. He is rich. I've met him in real life, and solid content is a very, very wealthy man. He has a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Two. He has two rooms that he can decide to do. That's incredible. I have to point my camera at the wall. And the dude, for Jeff, $10. Thank you, man. And the dude, what an easy name to pronounce. That's incredible. $10. That's going to go a long way for the chat, for these guys, for me, for nutrients to fight the degenerative diseases that you guys have diagnosed me with. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating. You earned your spot here, the dude. You can watch this whenever you want. You are not taking any handouts. All right, we're going to get the full episode now. I'm so excited.
On this way, am I ever gonna make it through? What's a girl to do when I'm alone and feeling blue? Am I ever gonna make it through? Am I ever gonna
Love the sax. Solid content. You're rich. You're rich. Okay. I told everyone you're rich. I told them you have 2 bedrooms. I mean, my God, it doesn't get fancier than that.
We need to print voter guides for the election.
Oh, there's simply no room in the budget for that this year.
No room in the budget?
Guys, let me know in the chat if you guys work for like a right-wing propaganda organization. I'd love to get in touch if you have those contacts. That'd be so great. Anyway, back to the show.
And we're going to need to cut somewhere else, because if we don't win this election, we can forget about everything we care about.
Yeah, well then it can come out of your salary.
Whoa. If Michael and I were not subsidizing her meal plan, this poor girl would go hungry.
Then we take it out of your salary.
I can't even afford to feed my cat.
You got a cat?
No, I don't make enough, Joe. Plus,
Wow, that was snappy dialogue. That was snappy. That was like Succession. He had like I have a cat. You have a cat? No, I can't afford a cat. Boom, 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 boom. That's a nice punched up little dialogue there. The joke, obviously, is that he doesn't have a cat, but he says he has a cat. But then the guy says, then Jeff says, I don't have enough money for a cat. So that's just that's some great, fast, witty banter from Jeff and the executive director of Crucifix Programming.
I'm allergic.
Why can't we just send everybody to ivoterguide.com and our mailing list?
But what about all the people in America that aren't on our mailing list?
Well, then you're free to tell them all.
I do have a burden for the people of Hawaii, specifically beachgoers.
Joe, can you please ask Lori to...
Kill Jester. I wish I had a laugh track. I keep laughing too early without a guideline. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. And yes, absolutely. I think maybe that would be a great app idea. If you developed some like an AI that could just tell when you heard a joke, it hears jokes around you and just automatically triggers a laugh track out of your phone, and then you know when to laugh because it can sense when it's funny. You can have that. You paid $10. I gave you that app idea. I don't even want a cut of the profits. It's all yours, man. That's why it's worth it to donate to this stream. If you guys donate to the stream, I will give you a free business idea that's worth minimum $1 million. Just let me know if you need a business idea. I'll throw it out like that. No problem. All right. Back to Janet.
Join us for the next part of this meeting?
Lori, can you join us for the next part of this meeting?
Sure. Clark wanted you to be here because this affects all of us.
You guys see that huge nautilus on the wall? That's a cool decoration. Very aggressively maritime.
We will offer the vaccination as part of our healthcare plan.
I'm not taking a vaccine.
Me neither. You guys, why would we get vaccinated for a virus that has like a 99% survival rate?
Our healthcare plan should be covering things like ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine because they actually work.
Exactly.
Amen.
What about you, Jeff?
So these aren't jokes. This is just good medical information. This is classic. This is like what Roseanne does and Jim Brewer. You know, like we've discussed before, people in comedy, comedians are generally some of the smartest people alive. There's hundreds of thousands of doctors in the world. There's maybe 1,000, maybe 250 even comedians. And that's because they have to be the smartest people in the world. So when people are getting vaccinated, who recommended the vaccine, right? Doctors. I gotta be careful how many times I say this on the stream because the woke YouTube is probably listening to me right now. But honestly, I'm glad you guys are watching live. This might get taken down. But when Janet or her team talks about, they say hydroxychloroquine, that's a real tongue twister, and ivermectin are the best remedies for COVID-19 or alleged COVID-19. I believe them. I believe them just because they put this whole show together. They've got a whole sitcom on YouTube. And what do doctors do? You know? Give you an aspirin, call me in the morning. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so I hope you guys aren't vaccinated in the chat. I mean, I assume there's some of you guys that fell for it, but just don't get any more. Don't get your kids the vaccine. Just get them, just have them eat good, and they'll be fine.
I identify as someone who's been fully vaccinated.
What if it's required?
Then I'll quit.
Me too.
Yeah, they'll quit.
Joe, what do you think?
I think it violates human rights and religious liberties.
I think we have our answer on that.
Well, I think we need to discuss requiring masks in the office.
That'd be better for all of us.
If you guys ever get in a vaccine debate, which you might, you know, if you get in a debate at work or something like that, same advice as when you're debating a Marxist, you know, don't engage, just send them a link or hold the link up to a good website and get them to look at it. Because, you know, it's not worth trying to argue with them because they don't know the truth. So send them to the truth. And that's the best way to argue.
Cover her scowl.
What do you think, Joe?
I think that makes as much sense as putting up a chain link fence to keep mosquitoes out.
I think we need to give people the option.
That'll be our answer on that, Gail.
Why don't we talk about something non-controversial like abortion?
Yeah, that's a funny joke because abortion is very controversial in America. For some reason, not everybody agrees that conception begins at conception, which is when you conceive of the idea of having a child. That's a child. And that is the official stance of the Bachelors of Music YouTube channel. You can look it up in our terms of service, which I'm sure you all signed when you started watching this stream. The dude says, do not engage, just hyperlink. Yeah, absolutely. Just 2 steps. Don't engage, hyperlink. Simple, simple, simple. I was just thinking,
Mark,
I know this is all comedy stuff, but I mean, Janet is friends with a huge amount of the seniors community, and she knows best how to prevent the spread of COVID-19, which is it affects seniors more. And that is with, of course, horse medicine.
We agreed on this.
Gail, you're right. I'm sorry, but just because you and I got vaccinated doesn't mean that we can force it on anyone else.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy I don't trust this guy. That
Joe,
guy's
I was
the head of the
blindsided.
place.
I didn't know how you felt about all this.
Well, you didn't ask me.
Do you think I'm wrong?
Just because you got jabbed once doesn't mean you let them jab you again.
Got a little laugh there. Kind of a folksy saying, if you get jabbed once, don't let them jab you again. I haven't heard that one, but it sounds like a good saying. It sounds like good advice to me. If it's got good flow, it's good advice. Tyler Bros says, if you're still streaming when I get home from work, I'm going to send you money. First time ever. That's legally binding. You type that in the chat. So that is in the. I'm writing that down, and I'm going to keep streaming. Okay, here we go. Janice back home, where all things are possible.
Gail was out of control.
She's not the only one.
What now?
HOA give you another ticket.
For what?
Your Trump yard sign. Well, no, technically it is a warning. However,
Fascists.
a $50 fine will follow if sign is not removed.
So every other sign that's all the way down the street, they're fine. But my Trump sign is illegal?
And Karen's hideous Halloween decorations all over her garage are apparently allowed.
This is an old. Obviously an old episode of a show that came out a while ago. Because obviously Trump has won, and it's actually the opposite now, where you have to have a Trump sign on your front lawn or you get fined. So it's crazy how things change for the better in such a short amount of time.
Wow. You know, Jeff, she's on the HOA board.
Mm-hmm.
She must know that garage decorations are permitted.
Brock Lichty, I'm a Dogecoin millionaire, need an idea for a new startup. This is his second donation, ladies and gentlemen. So he is confirmed wealthy, and I am honored to have a person of wealth here watching the stream. Thank you so much for your donation. Need a new idea for a startup. Well, you're into Dogecoin, you're into crypto coin. I think that meme coins are a great idea in general to make a lot of money quickly. That's kind of the end goal of this channel, is just to get big enough that we can rug pull a significant population, and I can walk away and pursue my political activism. So for a new startup, I would say get a meme coin going. Think of what the next trend is going to be and make a coin based on that. I would say maybe water coin, like a coin that a crypto you can exchange for a liter of clean drinking water. I think that would be it's going to be a huge asset in the future. So that's my business idea to you. You could call it aqua coin, water coin, whatever you want. You can come up with something better than that, but that's your business idea. So if you come up with it, consider me an early investor.
That's good to know.
Hey. Hey there. Oh, hello, Jeff. Of course you're here.
No, we've got
Jeff is always there.
Oh.
Jeff is literally lives in her apartment. He doesn't really have a funny shirt on. He's got an American flag shirt. So this might be a more serious episode about why you shouldn't get vaccinated. But there's going to be jokes along the way. I can tell because Jeff is always going to bring it.
I think the word you were looking for is blessing. Benefit. How could we be so fortunate that Jeff is here to impart his wisdom and insight?
Yeah, something like that. Michael, we've got to save our republic. I've got a plan.
Of course you do.
Now, it's a bit old school, but if we canvass the church parking lots with voter guides, by the time they come to their cars, they'll know who to vote for.
I don't think that's...
Come on, Michael. Don't you want to make America great again?
Grab him.
I'm what you call apolitical.
That's like being neutered, right?
Well, don't tell me
Oh
you're a
my
Trump fan.
God.
I like the guy.
This guy's name Michael. This is the guy's name. You have to confirm that in the chat. I'm very bad with names, even when they're told directly to my eyeballs. This guy seems like he might be a little bit woke, which is kind of a deal breaker in most relationships.
Well, I don't like what he said about...
Watch what he's done. Actions are what matter. He's pro-life.
Well, that's great, but that's just a single issue.
A single issue?
Yes.
Right, the right to life is a priority issue. It's a prerequisite issue. It's what makes every other right possible. What good is the best education?
Holy, Adam says what happened to Jeff's joke hair. That's true. Jeff has gone fully gray. I don't know how long it was between seasons when they made this show, but he has aged 15 years since the last time we saw him. He was pretty blonde and frosted up, a little bit of highlights on him there, and now he's getting wise. Yeah, this is different. Jeff is changing. He's aging rapidly. Maybe because he knows that Janet likes to hang out with people of a certain vintage. But God, I really don't like this guy. This guy's a real scumbag. Just accept her views.
Free healthcare if you're dead.
She has a point.
Well, don't you think he brags a bit too much?
I never noticed. He's got a lot to brag about.
Look, I stay out of politics, all right? I don't even think I'm registered to vote.
To stay out of politics is to let the Marxists control your life, your health, our country.
Preach.
How can you date a guy that doesn't even vote?
Look. Trump is for liberty. He's for Israel. He's for the Second Amendment.
They want to take your guns.
I don't have any guns.
How can you date a guy that doesn't even own a gun?
Well,
this guy doesn't even have a gun? Well, I mean, he's got a pair of guns on, coming out of that shirt there. I shouldn't do jokes. I was just trying to do a little joke there about his arms. Sometimes people call arms guns. I should just explain them. He doesn't have any guns. That's crazy. Janet, that's a huge red flag for a person you're interested in. I know it's Valentine's Day, and, you're supposed to be a romantic day, but if your partners don't own any firearms, maybe ask them why they haven't even looked into protecting the homestead, because everybody should have some way to protect themselves. Yeah, Michael sucks. Total dirtbag. Cursing user, I completely agree.
As much as I'm enjoying this lovely little conversation, I'm gonna go.
Look, come with us Saturday night.
We'll get these out. We'll influence a lot of votes.
I don't think so. Thanks.
At least read it. Just read it.
Yes. See? She knows. Do not debate. Simply point them to the correct information. Easy win.
Good night.
Good night. How can you date a guy that doesn't even want to make America great? I don't know.
Oh, this is funny. Look at this. This is what it's like to be a Christian in America. You know, you got to fly under the radar. You got to sneak, because the woke mob is walking around like Sauron with a mace in the beginning of Lord of the Rings and just smashing Christians, just good people, trying to make sure you don't get vaccinated or have an abortion, you know, and they got to hide. Well, not anymore, obviously, because they are the majority, but this is an earlier episode. So this is what it was like before Trump was elected. You had to these people had to sneakily put out their pamphlets. Crazy.
This is why Saturday night services are best.
Great
You can
eyes
work
on
with the
Jeff.
cover of darkness.
Just such a funny
Lori, go
face.
left. Got it. Jeff, take the middle. I'll go right.
Okay, hands in. Where we go, one. Wake up, people. We go all. You know, JFK.
I prefer to quote Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
Evil is powerless
Wow.
if the good are unafraid.
Yes.
I slap the face of danger.
Wow. That little bit of that's a great little QAnon reference there. QAnon was he was just like an online comedian that was steering a lot of the political discourse in the United States for quite a while there. I think he's still doing it, but I'm not sure now that Trump has won and everything. He might have gone to the background, but that's a great little reference there. That's an inside joke. So if you guys know the comedian QAnon, super funny work, and that's a little reference to him. So there's a little bit of name, he didn't say the name explicitly, but it's a little bit of a reference comedy there. So glad I could explain that to you guys if you don't know.
Jeffrey Krepchak. Bet Jack Lauer never did this. You think it's hot, don't you? Your non-answer?
DW, this is for the freeloaders in the chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. They need you. They need you to keep working hard to support their bohemian, liberal, woke lifestyles, because they just refuse. A lot of QAnon in the chat. Careful with that, guys. Again, this stream is a little bit on thin ice. I am streaming from Rumble on YouTube right now. I'm super glad the stream is still active, but careful with the QAnon chat, because YouTube is run by a woke organization called Alphabet.
Is the answer enough for me? Move out.
Sneaky spy music. That's fun. Trump license plate. That's funny. She's putting a Trump pamphlet on a car that has Trump in the license plate. A little bit of preaching to the choir, if you ask me there, but that's a funny little Janet here. Oh, this is not Janet. This is her friend here. she's doing the wrong thing, kind of hitting the wrong cars. You kind of want to go to San Francisco and put the Trump pamphlets out. You don't want to canvass the church parking lot. It's a bit of a waste of time. No real need to sneak around there. So that's a funny joke. The whole scene is a bit of a joke here. Very physical comedy there. Jeff sort of zigzagging back and forth. That's what I do when I play Counter-Strike, so I don't get I don't get headshotted. I just kind of zigzag like Jeff. Is he gonna hit the Trump car again? No, he's got a beat up pickup truck and a Trump van. You guys don't need to be putting pamphlets on those cars. Come on. This is a long sequence. This is why these episodes are extended here.
They got her! We've got to help her. No, you stupid! I don't want to get caught! What, they're frisking her? This isn't a friskable offense. They're supposed to ask her to leave. Go! No! Go! Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Clark said.
So her friend got frisked there at the end, which was not too scary of a situation, but interesting way to wrap up the scene. I don't know what has happened to her friend. Maybe she's in jail now. What a weird way to get rid of a character. I have no idea, but interesting. I didn't really conclude that joke there. It was just a bit frightening. Here they are. They're back though.
On the warpath. He wants to see the two of you first thing.
About what?
About the incident at the church. Now, listen to someone that has been around the block. Just go in there and tell them you're sorry, that it will not happen again.
They were canvassing Trump. Yeah, it was literally at their own church that they were canvassing Trump pamphlets. What a wacky scheme. And again, kind of funny because it's probably unnecessary because this church seems quite ideologically homogenous. But I mean, maybe that's just the big that's the overarching joke is that they didn't need to do that.
And he'll cool off.
Yeah, except that I'm not sorry. Not even a little bit. And it will absolutely happen again.
Yeah, it's been nice working with you.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Here's the big boss here. He's the guy. I think this is the guy from the Matrix that like controlled all the TVs. So this is what he's been up to.
So, you want to tell me what happened on Saturday?
Shouldn't Lori be in here as well? I mean, she was a ringleader in this
Lori.
infraction.
That's her name.
Your senior staff. Someone has to answer the phone. Let's start with you, Jeff.
Well, as you know, I am relatively new here, so I was relying on the wisdom and the expertise of the senior staff. I just want to say how deeply sorry I am that I allowed Janet to lead me in this unfortunate endeavor. But I do want to thank you, Clark, for your leadership, because it's because of you that I now know what not to do. I truly walk away a better person because of it.
He has a point.
Oh, Jeff weaseling out of it, throwing Janet under the bus. Jeff, that's no way to get to Janet's heart. So Jeff is caught between the climbing the corporate ladder at this right-wing propaganda organization, or confessing his true love for Janet and making sure she doesn't date that dirtbag Michael, who's probably out there just fucking murdering fetuses as we speak. This show has become quite serious. Was not expecting that. The first episode was pure laughs, but we're in it now.
Jan, I expect more from you. Gail already told you there's no money in the budget for this.
Which is why I printed them myself on my own time with my own money.
That is not the point. Church lots are private property.
Oh, great. Such a killer joke with the popcorn. The dude. A great observation. That's so funny that the employees back here are munching on popcorn as if they're going to watch the drama go down, which is a very silly thing to do. Because this is a very serious situation. sneaking around in a parking lot at nighttime in the United States is punishable by death. So I don't think people understand the gravity of this.
And when we were asked to leave, we left. And a whole lot of people got to find out where the candidates stand on the
Janet.
issues. Is it better to obey God or man?
Let me see what you handed out.
There's the popcorn. Good stuff.
Janet, this is just educational material.
I know.
It doesn't say who to vote for, it's only where the candidates stand.
I know.
So, yes, you can obey God and man, and you can pass this out inside the churches if you get their permission. In fact, if you get their permission, you can register their members to vote.
Inside the church.
So we didn't have to lurk around in the dark, dodging cops and bullets?
There were no bullets.
You can head back to work.
Yes, sir.
Whatever that is, right? Jeff just being wacky all day, not doing anything. Sniffed his hair. Is that a reference to? I wonder if that's a reference to a previous episode. That was a silly thing to do, Jeff. God, he's always the jokester. He's always the guy doing the jokes. Normally, you wouldn't sniff an old man's hair like that, but we've all wanted to, and Jeff just went for it, which is super funny because it's something we've all wanted to do, but we've never been brave enough.
Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. Way to throw us both under the bus. Unbelievable.
I told you what to do.
I followed your advice. Now, I ad-libbed the blaming others part just a bit. It just felt right.
Jan, I think we can work harder to let churches know they can pass out information.
Hangleton, checking for lice. That's an interesting comment. I didn't know you could smell lice, but now that I know you can, I will be looking that up after.
And register their people in their own church, so you don't have to lurk around in the shadows.
Thanks, Clark. I'll try to keep the lurking to a minimum.
Really glad you're on our side.
Thanks, Clark.
Amen.
We still doing lunch?
Nope. Don't want
to. Look at his posture. He's leaning on the table. He's got a funny little kernel of popcorn here. He's just the life of the party. He's the absolute life of the party. And he's saying, are we still doing lunch? Which is insane and also funny because you know that he's at her house every night. He works with her and they're going to get lunch together as well. There's literally not a waking second that Janet has away from Jeff. Crazy they haven't fallen in love yet.
to run the risk of negatively influencing you.
Don't worry. I've learned my lesson. Your negative actions will no longer affect me.
If anyone calls, let them know I'll be on a long lunch with Michael.
Long.
Very long.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Snap. Damn. And also saucy, long lunch with Michael. So she's implying she's going to go get absolutely railed on her lunch break by Michael, which is a huge diss to Jeff. Damn.
Navigating through investment options can be challenging.
Is this an
ad? Especially when you're determined to uphold your God-given values. Every dollar you invest is a vote for the world that you want to live in. Let your values guide your investment decisions. And help to shape the culture in which we live.
Oh, it's a Christian investing service.
Become a beacon of light and pave the way with biblically responsible investing.
Biblically responsible investing. Invest in what someone from the Bible would invest in, like olive oil from Rome on the back of a donkey going toward Istanbul, or maybe the slave markets of the Far East, or perhaps the fresh wine from the southern gall brought by, traded by the Venetians in their exquisite market. Great investment ideas. Great idea to invest what people from the Bible would invest in. Cheese and oil, wood, nails, slaves, dates, all really valuable commodities traded in the Bible. So great stuff.
Plan, where faith and finance collide. Before investing, carefully consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the investment company.
Let's read these. I mean, I think this is baked in. I think this is literally, I can see this is just part of the episode on Rumble. So they've baked in this ad here. I could skip it, but I actually think it's really important to invest with a biblical sense. Let's see, involve, yeah. Okay. Timothy Plan. So is this the person's name, or does Timothy have a plan? We'll never know.
This and other important information can be found in the fund's prospectus. To obtain a copy, visit timothyplan.com or call 800-846-7526. Read each prospectus carefully before investing. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Cursing user, thank you for the donation. Is Solid Content still wealthy? Not as wealthy as you. I think you just dunked on him big time. You've got the box seats now. You've got all of the hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin vats next to you. You've probably got a friggin' 3-bedroom apartment. Sorry, Solid Content, but you've been edged out of the wealthy donation list. You're still rich, but I think Cursing User might be wealthy. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, you're not wearing a mask. Neither are you. Oh, we're seated. Oh, that's right. You can only catch COVID standing up. Would you please?
God, more with the liberals, dude. So the joke is how fucking stupid liberals are, and they are. Solid Content, $1.49. Whoa, $1.49. He's up the bidding war here for being rich or wealthy. $1.49 is not as much as $10 though. Solid Content, but he didn't even put a message in though. That is kind of big time. That's big time to just throw a $1.50 in there as if it's nothing. I do respect that move. Solid Content might still be rich, borderline wealthy at this point. I do. That's some good style. Anyway, but these liberals are for sure wealthy. That's why they act like this.
Put on your mask. I have a child here. I'm seated too. You can't catch it now. It's science. You're not wearing a mask either.
Oh, that's because I'm drinking.
So, big reappearance of this Gondola Waldo character, still wearing the same clothes. I don't know if that's because he works at this restaurant, even though I saw this guy last time at the party in the first episode. So this guy has really gone into this gondola outfit. And look at these liberals wearing full PPE, like complete fucking cowards. It's just so funny to see. Like, live your life. Hangleton Trilperhertog. Easy name to pronounce. Stealthy and healthy-ish. Thank you so much for donating to the stream. We have another hard-working American making sure the stream stays on, and you all get this lovely free entertainment with the occasional ad for Bible-based investing. Thank you so much. Lamp. I'm poor, but I know my place in capitalism. I'm fine. Thank you for the donation, and thank you for that message. You're totally correct. You know that your role is to serve, and you have served our stream well. Thank you so much. I know how much that $2 meant to you, And I believe that if you just grind every day, you're going to be up there with solid content anytime now.
You're not seated, Kay. Have a seat.
I am now.
You're not wearing a mask either. Who are you people?
Oh, you don't need that. Come have a seat where you can't catch COVID.
Excuse me. It's still warm.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Thank you.
I do love the trickle-down economics of the stream. It is lovely to see that money is going to make its way back to you guys in some way in the future. I guarantee it.
What was that all about?
Little contest between freedom and tyranny. You see, the final COVID variant is called communism.
Oh.
You have to make everything into a cause.
You know, some things are worth fighting for. And freedom.
The final COVID variant is called communism. Now that is profound. You know, that's not even a joke. That's just something that makes you think. Janet is a comedian, but like all comedians, she is also a philosopher. And just let that phrase sit with you. The next time you have the sniffles, think to yourself, you know, do I believe that the workers should own the means of production? And if you start to think that, you know, think of what Janet said and resist it.
Is one of them. So that's why I got you a voter registration form.
Wow. Of course you did. Free bread? It's still warm. You can say that.
You need to social distance now.
So they had a little break there. They had a little cut there. So like I said before, that implies that they left the restaurant and Michael just went to town on Janet, and then they've returned and they went back to the table and they're still having a conversation here, having maybe a little bit of post sex lunch. And these fucking liberals are just still annoying everyone in this packed restaurant.
Ow. That's not 6 feet.
Oh, what a bitch.
This is going to be reflected in your review, okay?
Can I see your phone for a second?
What a Karen.
I'm gonna make up for the reviews the mask police are leaving.
Come on, let's go. You don't even own a mask, do you? Do you know what mandate means?
Do you know?
Look at this fucking idiot. She's got a mask around her neck. It doesn't even do anything. And yet she's yelling at Janet and Michael, who are just trying to process all of the sex positions they went through. And this fucking bitch is ruining the vibe. It's so annoying. I hope they get him. I hope Jeff comes in and just clowns on him.
What the Constitution means?
You're probably not even vaccinated.
Okay, you need to back off, my girlfriend.
Okay, and you need to obey, both of you. All right, I am going to call and report you to someone. Come on.
Thank you.
Go.
Good night.
Probably Anthony Fauci or some dumbass. Am I right? This is what it was like before Trump, guys. It was liberals out of fucking control, just thinking they could tell you what to do. Garble, I drew 3 tarot cards in your name to learn your future. From left to right, they are 3 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, Queen of spades. Good luck. I'm not sure what that means. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the prophecy. I'll have to lay out those tarot cards tonight at the casino with that $10 you gave me and see if the dealer can tell me what my future is going to be. Usually when I do that, the future is I lose most of my money. But thank you so much, Garble, for that donation. It will not go to waste. It will be used to fulfill the prophecy. Thank you. Back to this fight.
All right, just go. I mean it.
It's really bad. You guys, don't scare me.
Are you ready, beautiful?
I am.
What do you say we go and violate some social distancing mandates together? Huh?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, wait a sec. I forgot something.
Laura, give Antonio's a 5-star rating, will you?
Okay.
Jeff and
I'll
his,
tell you
and his
later.
classics.
Ugh, not another campaign. Seriously, you are out of control. You almost got us fired this morning.
Nobody's getting fired. But then again, the day's not over yet. How about we get some work done?
You're right. Mock it farces. Must be a lot of Timothy Plan success stories in this chat. You know what? That's a good idea. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. I'm going to take all these donations, throw them right into the Timothy Plan, and I cannot wait for the frankincense and myrrh that is going to pay out over the next couple quarters here.
What did I tell you about being a negative influence?
How's lunch? Great.
Hey! You heard the boss. All right?
We're also going to dinner.
Whoa! Enough with the chatter. Okay, seriously, I don't know how Clark puts up with all of this.
That's 2 meals in one day. I know. Nice.
That's 2 meals in one day. Wow. Again, a little bit of innuendo that she's going to go get just absolutely fucked by Michael again at nighttime. That's insane. I certainly don't have the stamina of Michael, but then again, I have very small arms. So Janet's getting
I
it
don't know
good.
why he always insists on bringing her.
Look who's here.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello.
Got a little something for you.
Wow,
What's this?
Mike Huckabee
Just a little
here.
gift. Thank you.
Yes. True to life.
Get back with these people. Hey, look at that. They weren't these assholes to her at one point though. That's kind of funny, but she forgives them.
She wrote it.
Really?
Wow. An author. When did you write it?
A few years ago.
Oh, you were then.
There's my girl.
What a bitch. Why are you going back to dinner with these freaks? They're so mean. God, look at this guy. He's like, oh, sorry about my wife. She's a real bitch.
Hey there.
And how are the Millers doing this
Hello,
evening?
Hank. I've been meaning to ask you to hit the link sometime.
I didn't know you played.
Look at these big, and they got all big goblets of water. Just as, you know, just as the Timothy Plan would invest in.
Well, I've got something better. Who wants tickets to the Trump rally Saturday?
I do.
Well, I knew you the smart one.
Those
How about you, little Mike?
Trump rally tickets are hard to count. They are generally free because I've been to at least 10. But that's great. That's a good time. A lot of merch.
My parents are having a little...
Oh, come on, son. This is the future of America we're talking about.
I certainly hope not.
Oh, I see you've got our girl's book there.
Uh-huh.
We won at an auction.
Oh, she said, I certainly hope not. She's a bitch. Of course she's a liberal, dude. Of course. She's a sneak the whole time. Oh. Fuck.
Have you read it?
I'll let him have it as soon as I'm finished. It's incredible. Thank you.
I can't get it away from her. I think I may just have to wait for the movie to come out. But the picture on the cover is almost as pretty as the author.
Thank you, Hank.
Wow.
Well, good to see you all. Good
God.
night.
Everyone's trying to fuck Janet in this show. It's just crazy, dude. She's like, I mean, I think she did write the show. So I don't blame her for that angle. I mean, if I ever had a chance to write a TV show, it would be called Everyone Wants to Fuck Myles, and it would just be me just desperately waving off all these really old ladies.
Janet, I was hoping you would join the family at the house on Saturday. She's invited, right, Mother?
That's his mother.
Whatever you'd like, dear.
Yes.
I was
we've
leaving.
been meaning to ask you to come out to the house.
Great.
You don't want to go to the rally?
That's why they keep meeting with each other. That's crazy. And also the age difference between Janet and Michael's mother here is quite a small gap, which means, the famous Sigmund Freud joke of, people wanting to have sex with their mothers, is that's the joke that's being made here. That's how intelligent this show is this is a joke about the Sigmund Freud famous theory. That's a very hidden joke, but it's definitely there. That's definitely the intention here. And you can see in this guy's eyes how he's like, oh my fucking God, dude, this Janet is the same age as my wife. What's my son doing? You just have to really look into it. That's why I'm here, is to kind of point out these small, nuanced jokes that are running as threads through this show.
Rallies, they really aren't my thing.
Well, then perhaps I can come to the house another time. Thank you so much, though. I'm just going to see if I can get some more tickets for the office, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, excuse me one second.
What's that?
Hey there, excuse me. Do you think we could maybe get a few more of those Trump
Oh,
rally
absolutely, absolutely. Here, just take the bundle.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where we go one?
Just take
We
the
go
bundle.
all.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Love the enthusiasm
Thank you.
of the Trump supporting community.
I'm telling you, that's the kind of girl you need.
We'll refill
Look at this.
Oh, stop. Just stop.
This
Eat your cake.
this hunk having dinner with his parents.
There's quite a commotion over there.
Now, parents usually like me.
Is that so?
I think I will go to that rally with you after all.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah?
I hope you didn't get tickets for us, dear.
I did not, but I can if you'd like.
Oh, no.
Oh no,
That won't be necessary.
no. I don't want to see a Trump rally.
My first rally.
It's gonna be a
Bitch.
blast.
Fuck. Yes, Janet. Feeling patriotic.
Sure you want to set foot in here? Wouldn't want you to jeopardize your career.
It is hazardous to be seen with you, but I'm willing to risk
Oh
it.
boy.
Welcome.
I think she.
Look at his Jeff shirt. Oh man. I gotta pause it when I can read it here. This is gonna be a good one.
Go hang out with your new friends, Gail and Joe. Perhaps you can go wash Clark's car for him.
I can't fucking read it.
You like politics, so perhaps.
Oh, I can't read it. Something does not think for himself. A man who does not think for himself won't mind that. I'll have to see a better angle here.
Perhaps I can teach you a thing or two about inter-office politics.
Well, perhaps I could teach you a thing or two about growing a backbone. Till then, I'm not interested.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you would be interested to know that.
I know I haven't explained a joke for a while we've been watching this, and I've been racking my brain to get the. There is been a laugh track though, so this is a tool that they use in show business. Even if there's not a explicit humorous event, if there's a laugh track, you guys feel free to laugh.
That they took your Trump sign. And you owe the HOA $50.
Okay? They want to play? Let's play. You still have those spotlights I saw in your garage?
Yes, I do. But I can't reach them without a backbone.
That's okay. I'll get them for you.
Oh, they're fighting. Oh man.
I'll help you, little lady. There you go.
Stop it. I think I felt some cartilage in there. You growing a backbone, are you, Krupchak?
Guess I'm a fast learner.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
so
you're gonna need to
cute
be.
together.
Give me another magnet, will you?
Yeah. What, you couldn't find a bigger one?
It's all I had. Short notice.
Well, maybe you need a bigger garage.
Maybe.
Finally, she's standing up for her beliefs.
Last one. There we go.
It needs something more.
Sometimes less is more.
Who says that?
Who says that? It's true. Who says that? God, Jeff, you friggin' just an absolute off-the-wall character. Look at his face. This guy studied from the masters.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause?
Yes.
As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life.
Yes.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
Health and Happiness. All right. Oh, shit. Guys, that was an ad. Oh, I thought that was part of the show. Oh, my God. I got totally distracted there. Sorry, guys. Man, I fell for it. Oh, that was so well integrated. I just... I got so excited by using yeast to improve health that I just thought about all the pain in my body and how I would like it to go away, but I got distracted. I'm so sorry. You guys, this is a goddamn hour long. We might have to do part 2 of this one up. We got the 23 minutes and about 5 previews for this. This is not as funny of a show as it started out as. This has taken a real dark turn to a pure political crusade, but I'm on board because I believe in freedom of speech. So I want to watch the rest of this, but oh boy, I don't know how much we've got a post stream Patreon I got to do, and then I've got to do some live joke explaining tonight. So I want to stream more though. This is very fun. We've also got more episodes of Jokes Explained that have been recorded and are ready to be released very soon for you guys. Always a pleasure releasing those and informing you all of why all the best comedians are super, super funny. So I don't know how to wrap this up because if there's some of the episode, it looks like we've had a bit of a change. Janet's going to go to war with the HOA. Maybe it's going to turn into a legal drama where she goes all the way to the Supreme Court. And this is pre-Trump election. So, of course, now the Supreme Court is 100% full of MAGA supporters, which is so much better because things just move faster that way. Keep going, you cowards, says solid content with $2 Canadian. Oh man, if that was American dollars, I might have considered it. This has been a wonderful. I'll go for a couple minutes longer just to talk to the chat because I love the chat, but Jeff is he's so wacky that my eyes are drawn to his goofy faces, and yes, all the patron members. We're gonna have a little post stream. Patron stream, and it's not paid. You can be a free member of the Patreon and check it out there, where we do a little rundown. I'll probably talk a little bit about what we're working on next, and a little bit more about Janet and Jeff and this series, and maybe if we can find someone with all of the actual episodes. This has been a real wonderful Valentine's Day experience. Cursing user, another $5. Real men keep going. I know. Thank you so much. You guys are making me feel bad now because I just watched Michael. He was able to keep going for over 2 meals in one day with Janet. And here I am pussying out after only 2 hours of streaming. The first 30 minutes of which was me trying to get the chat to work, which is, I know, not great value for you guys. Hangleton, Trilper Hertog, just be you, Myles. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the donation. I'm trying to be me as best as I can, but you know how it is these days. Being true to yourself can be difficult. you know, with the woke mind virus, which is thankfully subsiding into the Gulf of America. Cursing user straight money from Gulf America. Thank you so much. That's a very, thank you for acknowledging the new name of our beloved Gulf. Solid content, noticing the third tier on the Patreon. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't noticed that before. We've always had a third tier. We've got 3 tiers. We've got one of the 1,000. We've got business comedian, and we have a third tier for anybody who is in a member of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And if you guys want us to promote your interests or your geopolitical goals, join that tier, and we'll have a private stream, a private meeting just with you every month or every week if you like. And we'll make sure that we've got lots of fans here, and we'll make sure that they are aligned with your values. Tyler Bros, I streamed until you got home from work and you donated $10. He is a man of his word. I hold your oath fulfilled. Thank you so much, man. What a generous donation. And thank you for watching. I hope that I was able to explain some of the nuances of the humor of this show. I mean, we're only halfway through episode 7. It really has, if you think about it. It started out as a half-hour comedy series, and it's now a hour-long premium drama with some jokes interspersed there. So it really took I think maybe they have opted the funding. I don't know how many episodes total it is, but I wish I could find the full episodes. Also, we're going to be doing more, just straight up stand-up comics live on the stream. And maybe we'll go through the Burn the Boats special line for line, because it is a heavily copywritten product, unfortunately. But we may be able to go through the transcript and really break down the minutia of the latest Joe Rogan special, just because it's just incredible. The chat is amazing. You guys always entertain me quite a lot, and I'm so glad you guys are so ideologically pure. I think I might have seen a couple liberals in the chat, but they left pretty quick. Went back to their mask mandate land or wherever it is that they live. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna end the stream and move over to Patreon. I'll be back again. I was thinking about doing a stream on Mondays, so we're gonna try that out, I think, this week. I'm gonna do a stream on Monday as well, and hopefully you guys are there. We're gonna try something a little bit different. Basically, as you guys know, my day job was as a bus driver for a long time, but I got fired after I was distracted driving. I used to watch comedy when I would drive the school bus, and I lost my job, so they're having me retrain in the simulator. So I will be playing Bus Simulator and just chatting with the chat and hanging out and trying to get those kids to school on time, and hopefully I can get my job back again. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for your donations. I'll be back again every week on Fridays for sure, and a weird stream on Monday. We'll see how that goes. And we'll be on the Patreon in just a few minutes with a Patreon stream. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to get the music going here like a real professional. There we go. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.